Robert Nozick did this thing that if you could go into a flotation tank and you led a whole virtual life and it was the best life possible, you did exactly what you've always wanted. You became the person you wanted to be, you did the best things you could ever dream of doing, and you literally couldn't tell the difference. So it was your life, okay? And you lived your biological life out in that tank and died at 80 and had the best life any person could ever have. You could pre-program it. Would you get into that tank knowing what you know now, knowing that you will have the best life ever, with no heartache, no upset, no loved ones dying?
So what's happening when I'm sort of having a packet of munchies?
Yeah.
Am I having them, or are they imaginary?
They're imaginary, but you can't tell the difference. It's the best packet of munchies we've ever had. I love the fact that you went into the flotation tank, and your one proviso was, are munchies as good?
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
I'm just taking it back to basics.
That is
right.
basic.
You've got to pre-program your life. That's where you'd start, is it? Munchies must always taste magnificent.
Well, it's just, if you can still enjoy the basic things in life, then that's when you can't go wrong.
You do. You enjoy them. It's the life you'd ever want to live, and you're living it.
That. Bit dangerous.
Sorry,
bit dangerous.
Why? Go on. Why?
Just, I don't know, because sometimes I think things don't happen for the best, right?
Right.
Sometimes you can sort of think, oh, I'll enjoy that if that happens, and then it doesn't happen, and you've had time to think about.
But this is perfect. No, this is built in, because whatever happens is for the best. So not only when you're in this flotation tank are you enjoying yourself, that things just keep getting better or staying as good.
You never have a bad day.
You never have a bad day.
But how long would that last for before you go and fed up with this?
Well, why would you get fed up with it? Because you do something else. It's the perfect life.
Bear in mind, you're not aware that you're in the flotation tank. You've made that deal, but then once you're in there, you're not aware of being in the flotation tank. You're living your life and it's perfect. You're happy. Well, we don't know how you would be happy. You just have munchies every day and...
Well, yeah, you'd get in it then. You'd get in it. If you don't know you've got in this tank... If I somehow go to bed at night, someone injects me in the head, and then they go, right, stick him in the tank now, and then I wake up, packet of munchies there, sun's out, Suzanne goes, oh, it's a nice day, we'll go and do something nice.
Right.
You're meant to be at work. She goes, no, I don't have to go in today.
Right.
I go, all right, let's go out then.
Now, what's interesting there is that within this scenario, I gave you any life, you could do anything, and you chose the exact life you've got now, except Suzanne's got a day off. Now, I both love that.
Well, I was a bit suspicious, though, that she's just taking a day off.
No way, it's not happening now. It's not happening, really happening. You could do anything you like. But I like the fact now you're even questioning it, you're not in the tank, and why has Suzanne got a day off, right? Now, I love that, because that suggests to me that you're a nice, happy, satisfied, whatever you want to do it, contented person who's got the perfect life. However, it's almost like you haven't fully understood the possibilities. For example... You wake up, there's the munchies, sunny day, Suzanne's not at work, you go, why aren't you at work?
No,
she goes to you, hold on though, why are you flying? And you go, I just can. But you hadn't even thought that maybe you could fly or swim or hold your breath.
You just could have some munchies for breakfast.
Hang on a minute, this is day one.
Oh, okay.
When you go on holiday,
yeah,
like I said before, you don't turn up and go, right, it's 1 o'clock, jet ski for half an hour, bungee jumping 40 minutes after that, let's have a nice roti, and, try a little cocktail.
And what do you do? What do you do when you arrive there?
Well, you get there.
Yeah.
The fella takes your case to the room.
Right.
You have that panic of, am I going to give him too much money? I don't know the currency well enough yet. I don't know how much
More
things
information
are.
than we asked for.
Yeah.
And the most mundane scenario I've ever heard.
No, but this is what happens in real life.
Okay, you're just telling us what happens when you go on holiday. What's your point?
Okay.
Because you don't want fun all in one go. You want to build to it, because that's sometimes part of it.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
anticipation. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. That little bit.
Yeah.
It's about things taking time, innit? And looking back at the journey and going, how did I get here?
Okay. Well,
Right.
can I ask a question? Because sorry, what I'm fascinated to know is if you decided to sign up to the float tank idea. Okay, you can design your perfect life.
But I'd prefer not to know I'm doing it.
No, you
won't
don't. You
know.
won't. But I
You
want to
won't
ask
know.
this question. Imagine Ricky and I are the doctors, okay? We can put you in this tank. All we need to know from you now is what your perfect life is. We're going to program it in the computer. You're going to wake up tomorrow. You won't know this conversation's happened. You'll have the perfect life. What, if you don't mind, we're going to take notes now. What is the perfect life? You're still obviously living with Suzanne.
We've got
but
munchies.
What else?
We've got munchies and we've got sunshine.
But what else would you like in your magical life of your ultimate life?
Yeah, I don't like this idea. Suddenly Suzanne's never at work. I just think you need a bit of the badness to have the goodness.
Right.
Right.
But the difference is when I next get British Gas round, they go, "Hi, Mr. Pilkington. Yes,
Oh my God!
The boiler
so
is
he'd like
fixed."
to have a virtual life, so his boiler's fixed.
No,
Yeah, but so your boiler
no.
still goes wrong in your dream, but it gets fixed.
But you don't
Yes.
even need a boiler. You could be the perfect
But
temperature all
live
the
in the
time.
Caribbean anymore. I don't like the idea of too much change. I don't want that much of a change.
But
to
you
my life.
won't realise, it won't feel like change.
Yeah, but it's that old chestnut, isn't it? It's the thing of like, what's my problem then? You've got the
Right.
problem gene in your head. You've got to fill it with a problem.
Yeah, you're not. He's not a geneticist.
Got the problem hole in your head.
No, it's
Got
not.
a problem hole in your head. Shut up, Ricky. Let him say what he needs to say. He's got a problem hole in his head.
He's got a problem hole in his head. It's called his mouth.
Yes.
Right, that is your problem hole.
So, if someone comes up and they go, "I've fixed your boiler,"
Sorry, could I just ask?
No, let him speak.
Let me ask one question, Steve. Is the problem hole different from the problem gene, or is that a new term for?
No, you put things through the problem hole and they end up in the problem gene. You feed something in the problem hole.
Is that right, Karl?
It goes through the problem tube into the problem gene.
Okay, so it's down the problem conduit. Okay, go on. Right. So it's better to have. You've got a problem hole in your head, right?
Yeah. So you stuff in a problem into the problem hole. In it
Okay, yeah.
goes.
Okay.
now all the little problems can't get in because of the big problem.
Right. Is that good or bad? It's a
But
good
that's
thing to
not true,
have
is
The
it?
problem hole is a standard size on everyone.
Right.
Right. No, but that's
Shut
not,
up, Ricky. Let him explain.
Now, Ricky, I'd say his problems are not even problems.
Well, how big's his problem hole?
Same size as mine.
Same size as
okay.
yours.
But his problems are all little ones. They're like, you've got like a load of Skittles. I've got a big cream egg.
Right, but why?
Shut
what-
up! Let him
but-
speak.
but
He's
I've
just
got-
expanding on his idea. Why
But
do
what
you
is
keep
his
interrupting?
problem? What is your problem that's so big
Okay.
compared to my little
Loads
Skittles?
of problems. You get stressed out about things that I'm like, what's up with you? You get annoyed easily with stuff. People chewing loudly. Or someone breathing loudly. Or someone coughing. Whereas I'm like, that doesn't matter. Like you say, to you, the boiler is like, get it ripped out, put a new one in. It's not as easy as that.
It is.
And that's why the problem ball is growing.
It's got a gene, a ball, and a hole.
So the problem
No
ball-
wonder there's no fucking room for a brain.
Right, shut up. Let me ask. I want to clarify this. The problem ball exists in life. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It has to go through the problem hole, down the problem tube, into
And
the problem
bounce
gene.
into the problem gene.
Right, now then. So you've got the problem ball. Everyone's problem hole is the same size.
Everyone's.
Okay.
But some people's problems are smaller, so they can slip straight into the problem hole.
I've got a question, Stephen.
Wait.
And listen, has anyone got a pair of problem balls, or is it always just?
Can ladies have a pair of problem balls?
No, because Hitler had one problem ball, didn't he? But could anyone ever have a pair of problem balls? Is my question to you.
And some people's problem balls are much bigger than another man's or another woman's, right?
Yeah,
Right.
depending on the problem.
So you could have you could have a pair of problem balls and one problem hole.
The way I'm saying it... Listen.
Suppose I came to you and said, listen.
But a man starving in a foreign country might have huge problem balls.
He might have, but if I went to a doctor and said I've got a problem hole, and the doctor said, "Well, let me see it," and he said, "Well, let me see your problem hole," and hanging down in front of my problem hole was a huge pair of problem balls. What would he treat first? Is my question.
Well, would he look into the problem hole?
He said, he'd say, take your problem genes off. Right? I want to see your problem hole clearly.
But he would put his hand or his finger into the problem hole to try and remove the problem
He
ball,
would.
wouldn't he? Or the problem-
He could feel the problem balls, but he'd have to insert his finger into the problem hole, wouldn't he?
Right.
Okay, so Karl, go on then.
I'll just get in the tank.